Hey guys, this is Captain Fruit reporting for duty for the top and bottom comics of the week. Alright guys, this week I should say, is very, very different than a lot of ones. This is going to be covering June 1st's releases, and boy, usually I read enough comics where I have a top three, bottom three, and some left in the middle, where this one was a little different. Really, my pull list was super, super small this week. For some reason, there just wasn't much out there that I wanted to read, so I only read 4 books. Yeah, so most of my time reading this week has been on older books. So only 4 books. So I'm just going to cover all 4 books in order from best to worst this week. It's different, but once again, when you only read 4 books, I can't do a top and bottom 3. It wouldn't make any sense. All right. So I'm going to start with my worst book of the week. And this was not a good week. Let alone for issues of reading, but overall, I just didn't think the content of many of these books were that good. So the first one I read was Avengers Forever number 6. The art was okay, and the story was really decent at best, but nothing special. Well, Marvel keeps hitting these alternate realities and things and pushing it, which really, if you look at it, at the majority of the books out there, we're getting tons of this multiverse crap, and I get it, some people like it, but for some of us it's been around a long time. How long have they been doing this multiverse? Why can't they write the original characters? I think that's a problem right there. It's like they're trying to get away from the original characters, or they don't have the skills to write the original characters, because maybe they're ready for this. Maybe the writers don't know the characters. I don't know what the reasons are, but we're getting a lot of this. As I said, the book really wasn't anything special. I gave the book a 6.8 out of 10. The number 3 at the bottom was Justice League Road to Dark Crisis number 1. The art was a mixed bag. It was really all over the place, multiple different artists, and it was a bunch of mini stories. And the stories really, well, there weren't really anything special. There were, I don't see any reason you need to read this. It didn't really go into depth anything in the book. It just gave how some of the characters are dealing with the deaths of the Justice League, but even they're sort of teetering on, well, are they really dead? And that kind of thing, which we know they're coming back, but it's just, probably the best story was the first one with Superman, the new Superman, John, and Dick Grayson was probably the best one, but really none of them were that good. It was a really easy skip. I don't see why anyone would need to read this to keep up with what's going on in Dark Crisis. So I give this a 6.85 out of 10. Yes, I'm splitting hairs for the bottom there. Nothing spectacular to waste your money on. The next one, the second to the best, was Captain Marvel number 38. The art was okay, and I have to say it's a little rude in the writing, if you will, because they take a new character like Binary. Okay, and I know who Binary is. This is a new spin-off Binary. We'll take it that way. And they sort of go on a montage kind of thing of her whipping a whole bunch of the villains. And one of them, for example, was MODOK. And this is a new villain, and they just didn't give these villains any credit. I mean, MODOK's a bigger threat than what they made out here, but evidently she just wipes through them. And that's a common problem with female characters and female writers. They feel that they have to make these super-duper female characters superior to everything, and wonder why they don't give us any suspense and things. They make them so powerful and things that there's really one note. There's no, oh my goodness, can they handle this threat? It's just boom, boom, boom. Oh, this was all easy. You guys suck. And it sort of gave that impression to me. I don't know if that's what she meant, because the series actually has been pretty good. But this one, that was a little too much in the face there. And there was definitely some stereotypical Marvel writing in some sections as well. Once again, you can have great female-powered characters, but you don't make everything about them being a female. You want equality, start treating them like equality. You don't see a man character beat up another character because I'm a man. It just doesn't make any sense. If you want readers to really connect, make the characters more realistic. Okay, so I gave this book a 6.9 out of 10. Now, before I get my top one, I just want to say thank you to these people here. Without these people, this channel would not be possible. They are absolutely amazing. If you want to help out the channel too, you can. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below, and do that share thing, by the way. That share thing supposedly really helps. But that comment down below, let me know. Is there a book I should have read? Should I go get? Because it was a short week on my list here. What book did you read that was crap? I don't know. Share whatever your thoughts are in there. That's okay too. You're allowed to have your own opinions. Just please share them in a decent way. Okay, you're allowed to disagree. All right, so getting into the number one, it was Ghost Rider number 3. The art was solid in this book. I'm enjoying the story of what's going on here, but that's part of the issue too. In this one, the story was just okay. There really wasn't any momentum in the story going forward. We really didn't get much new. We got a little tidbit there of, well, how come he got freed out of this prison and all that, but that's all we got. We didn't really get much momentum in this story. So the story was okay. It just felt to me, by the time I was done reading it, everything was okay. And that's the problem. There was nothing as like, wow, this is amazing. The book almost felt like padding for the trade. And if you're familiar with that, is you got to make sure you contain a story with enough issues for a trade paperback. And sometimes when that happens, the pace of a story is slowed down, or you just don't get much movement on some issues. And that was where this issue falls short. And so this book, Ghost Rider number 3, I gave a 7 out of 10. Yeah, so the best issue this week, 7 out of 10, but only 4 issues. So as I said, I only did 4. Maybe I missed something, so let me know in the comments below. Thanks for spending your time with me here today. I really appreciate it. If you stuck all the way to the end of the video, you are awesome. Once again, let me know your thoughts below. I really look forward to it. Until next time, keep it frugal.